Hey coin collectors, in this video I want to talk about silver investment for 2024. What are my thoughts and opinions of the market, where it's going to head, and what's the best type of silver to invest in getting ready for this market and the shift that could look like coming in the future as well. So for me, with the dollar being at risk, with stocks and shares, crypto and cash looking very weak, and the future of that looking even weaker, and a lot of talk about the dollar dying potentially, definitely is a risk to be investing in those other types of shares. So it's good to have something that's more tangible, a tangible asset, something that you can hold and feel as well. So I've always been of the opinion, if you can't hold it, you don't own it. So definitely feel like having some silver and gold in your stock is something that's really, really important from an asset point of view and from a saving and investment point of view. So also I find with silver and gold, it's a really, really good hedge against inflation. So with the way the market's going, interest rates trying to kill off the inflation, it's definitely something that this is the time for the silver, pardon pun, to shine and stand out as a really, really good investment as well. So I always find when I'm looking to invest for gold and silver is the dollar cost average. So what that means is I'll always buy a couple of coins per month and a bit of silver, gold as well, just to build that stack. So if you buy that every month, regardless of what the price is, it's going to be very hard to plan that market and see where the dips are and what's going up and down as well. You can always predict some things, like in January you've got eagle season, so they potentially will go up or down based on that, based on the supply and demand of those as well. So there's going to be a bit of shift in the eagles potentially next year. I think hopefully there's more availability of the eagles, so you might see the premiums come down. So it might be a good year to look into getting some of the eagles, given that we're seeing how easy it is for the premiums to shoot up just based on availability as well. So definitely something to look out for as well. So dollar cost average is definitely something that I think is something that it's really important. I prefer government minted coins from an investment standpoint. So looking at your Britannias, Canadian Maple's an absolute banger of a government minted coin. So I really think that's going to be a strong one for the future. Definitely one of my favorites as well. The Philharmonics is definitely, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it is okay. The Mexican Libertad as well, really, really good coin. So definitely something that I would consider getting more of. I think that with the Mexican amount of precious metals they're able to mine as well, that's really, really good as well. I think the Morgan dollars are going to be really, really good as well, even though they're quite older. They're definitely a really good one. Definitely for me, being Australian as well, probably for the best cost over spot, the kangaroos are absolutely amazing coins to hold and stack as well. So highly recommend if you can get some of the kangaroos, even the bars that they mint as well, from the Perth Mint. I think that's going to be something that's really, really good to stack and hold as well. The Somalian Republic coin as well. These ones are really good, really quite popular, and they're quite liquid as well. So you won't have too much issues moving those ones on as well. So they're the main government minted coins that I personally think are the strongest ones to look at and stacking, because they are the most liquid as well. Your silver rounds definitely are something to consider. Definitely the Buffalo here is probably the number one. You can get some of these other ones too that the actual designs look absolutely amazing, but you've got to really remember that you're not buying these for the design, you're buying them for the pure weight, because they are not government minted. They're only minted by private entities as well. So you're really only paying a small premium over the silver price for this. And if you're paying a high premium for one of these, then you're really doing yourself disjustice and wasting your own money as well. So with these as well, just take extra caution. Make sure when you do buy them, because they are made by private mints, that you get one that does state 1 Oz fine silver and 3.9. So you really got to look for something like that on there as well. You can see some of these other ones as well. This Bitcoin one, again, it's got the troy ounce down the bottom and 3.9 fine silver. You can just see that there. And this one's nice and clear. So 1 troy ounce, 3.9 fine silver. So they're the kind of things you want to look for. I think the silver rounds are a good thing for investing, but definitely the government minted ones. The bars are also okay as well. So this is 100 grams one as well. Definitely something that is worth getting a bit of weight in, especially right now with the cost of silver. You're not going to be paying too much for it as well. One thing is with gold, even I do notice with gold, it is pretty close to its all-time high when it comes to prices. So I think it's only going to climb anyway. So I don't think there's too much risk in getting there. I really think these fractional gold ones that I've got here, so I've got a couple of fractional gold ones, they're really going to become quite popular in the future as well, because I think the 1 ounce size gold is just going to be too much for a lot of people to be able to stack and hold as well. So definitely think 1 ounce is where to go in the future. And I'll trade caution with this junk silver, because I don't think it's really going to be able to hold as much value. There's not as much people looking for it at this point in time, especially in Australia, but you find a lot of other countries as well. There's not as many countries that look for the junk silver. It's just too much effort and energy to be able to melt that down to get the pure silver out of it. So a lot of people are looking for something that's already got the 3.9 or 4.9 silver in it as well. So for me, definitely 2024, the government minted rounds are the way to go. I really think next year, the Lunar Dragon is going to be probably one of the most collected ones from a silver stacking point of view as well. So this is the Lunar bars, but I think the Lunar Dragon coins similar to this. This is the Lunar Rabbit, but next year is the Dragon. I think it's going to be definitely something to look out for as well. So definitely I'll be looking for that, and what it comes out in gold as well. I think is just going to be absolutely amazing, and I think it will hold a higher premium in the long term because a lot more people are looking for those dragon designs as a collecting point of view. Other things to look out for that might be something to potentially look into is we've got the 2024 Olympics in France. I think you'll see some pretty cool designs from a proof coin point of view. So if you are looking to stack some proof coins next year, I think the Olympics are always something that's they're pretty good. I wouldn't go out on my way and spending a lot of money on the proof coins from an Olympic point of view, but it is definitely something that will be highly collected. Still yet in Canada and Australia, we're yet to see the adverse of the king as well. So we've still got the queen on our adverse, looking for one here with the king on it. So we don't have any king adverses yet when it comes to silver or gold or even our general currency as well. So I think when that does finally come out, I don't know if it's going to happen this year or next year. I'm pretty sure these kangaroos will end up seeing some of these minted pretty soon, and they'll probably still have the queen on it. So you'll probably get some very limited 2024 silver kangaroos with the queen still on it as well. So I think that, and maybe potentially the maples as well, might be something to look at because once they get the approval to put the king on the back of there, they'll go straight over to that as well. So you'll probably find there'll be very limited stocks of the adverse with the queen on there as well. Other things from an Australian point of view, we've got the Mob of Ruse 30-year anniversary. So I'm sure there'll be some silver proof versions of that. And it's also 80-year anniversary of D-Day as well. So often the war coins, they do come out with some special editions as well that are really are good to invest in as well. So definitely looking forward to that. I think it's going to be an absolute banger of the year. I'm definitely stacking heavier this year to look at for next year as well. Like I said, focusing on the government minted coins. Definitely trying to stay away from the China coins as well. So I think for the long term they're not going to be a good investment. So really looking at that. Definitely the Germanium mint bars is something I'm looking to stack a lot heavier as well. And some of the special features they're coming out with now with the new 1 ounce special bar that if you use a special light, it changes color and it comes up with a symbol of one of the ruins of the world. So really unique, and I think you do have to pay a pretty high premium already to buy them, but they are quite limited, and I think they're going to be quite collectible in the long term as well. So it will be interesting to see how the silver market goes and pans out over the next year. So let me know what you think is going to be the best coins or silver to stack for 2024. Which ones do you think you need to avoid as well? And what do you think is going to happen with the silver market? Do you think there's going to be a massive shift? Do you think the dollar is going to crash like everyone is talking about? Or do you think it's going to stay pretty still over time as well? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that loves talking about my shiny coins and the hobby that I like to collect and stack in as well. Please subscribe to stay up to date with all the videos and all the videos that I'm making. Thanks for watching and joining the coin collecting community. Dan.